Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Steph Koza, and today I am reviewing Ocean's 8. Ocean's 8 is the fourth installment in the Ocean's movies after Ocean's 11, 12, and 13. Kinda makes me think they're gonna make an 8, 9, 10? Maybe? That would make a lot of sense. So this movie is a sequel to the original trilogy. This story follows Debbie Ocean, played by Sandra Bullock, who is the sister of Danny Ocean, George Clooney's character. And basically she was a criminal just like the rest of her family. She was put in jail, somewhat framed by her ex-boyfriend, although she did actually commit the crime, but he got away with it and she didn't. So she's been sitting in jail for 5 years just stewing this rage and this contentment for this man who put her there, and also trying to figure out her next big heist. So she had 5 years basically in solitary to come up with this grandiose heist plan, which she has very intricately come up with, and the second she gets out of jail, she's like, all right, it's time to do this. So the plan is to steal this diamond necklace, classic, and she needs to find a crew. So she calls up some of her old friends, finds some new friends, they all get together, and they come up with this plan for their heist. Pretty standard formula for an Ocean's movie. Only difference is that it's all a bunch of badass women instead of men. When I saw the trailer for this movie, I thought, this could go one of two ways. This could be a really over-the-top, like, feminism movie that just, like, shoves it down your throat and has, like, stupid jokes like the new Ghostbusters movie. Like, I was kind of expecting this to be in the same realm as the new Ghostbusters movie, which, if you don't know, I despise. I despise that movie so much. I don't even want to. We don't have time to get into that right now. Okay. The point is, I was like, okay, this could be good. It could be good. It's Oceans, it could be fun, I like the cast, it could be good, but it also has the potential to just be terrible. I guess that's any movie, and any movie could either be good or bad. Anyways, the point is I didn't really know what to expect, and I thought that it could definitely, I could 100% see this movie going down a very bad path. But I am here to tell you that it does not do that. And I am so relieved. This movie is so good because it has this really strong, amazing, incredible female cast. Like 95% of the movie is females kicking ass. And while they could have taken that as an opportunity to be like, hey, this movie has women in it. It's about feminism. Let's just talk about girl power the whole time. But they didn't do that. They didn't do that once. If every character in this movie was played by a man, nothing would have changed. It would have been exactly the same. And that is how you make a badass female power movie. You don't talk about it, you don't address it, you just have them there being awesome without any need for an explanation, because there's no need for an explanation. Anyways, rant over. I loved this movie. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was so much fun. It was very much an Ocean's movie. It had that feeling, it had all the things you expect an Ocean's movie to have. The awesome heist, the plotting, the humor, the badass action sequences. It had all of those moments where you're like, oh, I get it. I know what they're doing. Oh, that's clever. Ah! You know? It had an awesome twist. Everything that you need from an Ocean's movie was in this movie. And that was great. And when I came out of this movie, I was thinking, when I saw Solo, I thought, oh wow, that was a pretty good heist movie. Like, this was a fun, exciting heist movie. No. After seeing this movie, I remembered that there are much better heist movies out there, like the Ocean's series. Like, this movie makes Solo look terrible. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, Solo really wasn't that good of a heist movie. It didn't explain the heist or anything about it, and it wasn't clever. It was just like, oh, we got the thing. This movie is like, here's what we're gonna do, and then we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do this, and here's every single detail, and every single person plays a really important role, and every single character had like equal screen time to make them all seem important enough, and like you care about every single one of them. There was no character where I was like, the movie could have been fine without you. Like, every single person was very important and very awesome. Like, I loved every character. Sandra Bullock as Debbie Ocean was awesome. She had this like feistiness and this rage and this coolness all about her. Like, she clearly had a motive, and she just like had 5 years to just know that this is what she wanted to do. And even though she's like a really hardcore criminal, you love her and you like empathize with her and you respect her. Oh my god, I respected the shit out of her. Like, the first instance in this movie, like the very first scene that you see her in, it just illustrates how smart she is and how cool she is, and there are things that she does where I'm like, wow, I never thought I could get away with that. Right? Let's do this. This movie made me want to become a criminal, and that's fine. It's fine. Cate Blanchett was amazing. I love her. She's so badass in this movie, and she's just so smooth and so cool, and I'm just like, ah, I want to be as cool as you one day, Cate Blanchett. Helena Bonham Carter's character was so cute and so just, I just wanted to like pinch her cheeks. She was so cute. Rihanna, damn girl, she was so cool, and I loved her character. She was so chill, and there's this scene where she's wearing this like beautiful red gown, and I was just like, Rihanna, coming with it. Is she gonna bring it? Oh, she brought it. I love her. Fucking Awkwafina, so funny. I loved every second that she was in this movie. Sarah Paulson could never be bad in anything that she's ever in, and still true, because she was great in this movie. Really good at playing that, like, I'm a mom, but I'm secretly awesome. Mindy Kaling was also really great in this film. I loved her character. Everything about her was cool. She had a really vital role. Like, everyone had a super important part to play on this team. But I have to say, Anne Hathaway's character, probably my favorite in the whole movie. It was weird because for like the first half of the movie I was like, I don't know how I feel about you, and then it just kind of like, I loved her. I loved her so much. She was my favorite character. I loved everything about her. I loved the way that she played this role. It was almost satirical because she's playing this like really egotistical, like very fancy actress, celebrity person, and she's just like, ugh, I'm Daphne. And she just plays it so well, and I loved her. Everything about this movie was great. I had so much fun watching this. It has that great, awesome sense of like suspense, and like you know what they're doing, but you're like, ah, you're so close to getting caught. Like, what if you get caught? If you get caught, you're all toast. You're done. You're dead. And it has that very classic heist film feeling, like they're stealing diamonds, they're assembling a crew. It's very like, we're criminals and we're gonna get the jewels. Like, super classic idea. Nothing really new about it, which is why it's so interesting that it feels so fresh. And it's so much fun. And it felt like an Ocean's movie while still feeling fresh, which was great. The comedy was great, the characters were great, everything about it was so much fun. I think it's definitely not as good as the original Ocean's movies. I mean, they just kind of set the tone, and they were fresh, and you can't really follow that up with something new and make it better. But it was probably as good as it could have been, so that's good. I had a lot of fun watching this movie. I think there were some times at the beginning, middle area that like kind of dragged, like definitely some slow moving parts, but also kind of important that it was slow moving because they're establishing all of these characters, and if they didn't take it down a notch, it probably would have gone too fast, and then I would have not known who any of the characters were. So maybe that was a good thing. I feel like the only complaint that I had at times were that things seemed a little bit too easy for them, to the point of it being almost unbelievable. Like, there was one part in particular that I'm thinking of that was like, okay, maybe that is a bit of a stretch. But that only really happened once, so for the majority of the film, it was clever, it was believable, and it was super fun to watch. So I'm gonna give Ocean's 8 a 4 out of 5. Definitely would watch it again. Totally has replay value. I would probably buy it on Blu-ray. And that's it for my review. Let me know if you guys saw Ocean's 8 in the comments below. Tell me what you thought about it. Also, if you would like to talk about spoilers and chat up this movie, you can join my Patreon chat room, which has been bumping lately. Thank you guys so much for coming to the chat room. Literally, there are people there every day, all day long. It's so much fun. It's an awesome community to just come and talk about movies or talk about whatever. We talk about a lot of things that aren't movies just because why not? So if you become a patron on Patreon, you will get invited to this chat room. I make a new channel for every movie that I review, so that way we can talk about every single one separately, spoiler filled, so come on by. There should be a link right here and also in the description below. If you like this video and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel and definitely hit that little bell icon down there, because YouTube is kind of screwing us over as creators and being like, hey, I don't want to tell anyone that you posted a video, so you won't really know that I've posted a video unless you hit that little bell icon, and then it will notify you every time I make a video. Doesn't that sound great? Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. You guys are awesome. I love your support. I love all of you. You're great. I'm Steph Koza, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!